me, first impressions. So, as I said, where you take me for the first date, that already has, and whether, if you're going to initiate going on a first date with me, are you going to say, I will pick you up? Or are you going to say, we will meet there? That tells me a lot about you. I don't do taxis. This comes in my tax bracket. This is where my bracket comes in. Hence, I said I date within my bracket. If you're going to say taxi, my dad doesn't even put me in a taxi.
Can I ask something? Ne? Wait. I feel offended, but at the same time, it's like I want to ask. Ne? 2 days ago, I was in the taxi. Does that mean I don't have a chance?
I'm not saying. I'm not
Maybe
saying.
I was thinking of something.
No, listen. I'm not saying you can't take taxis. Cool if you take taxis, but don't
make
ask
me take
me.
a taxi.
Don't make me. That's something my father. I always say my father is who I look up to. My father has never put me in a taxi. So if a man thinks he's going to put me in a taxi just to see me, then it's an automatic no. My expectations for Valentine's would be very high. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because Valentine's this year is happening on a Friday, I'd be expecting a weekend away. Nothing less than nice now. I would be expecting 100 roses.
Okay.
A few gifts, of course. That's up to you what you get me. But I mean, a bag would be nice. A watch would be nice. You know what I mean? But yeah, literally, that's it. A weekend away with some gifts and some flowers and like a dinner with a photographer there. That's
Photographer on top. So okay. What are you gonna do for him now?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah, because he's gonna do everything. He's gonna take you out. He's gonna provide you with everything. What are you gonna do for him?
I believe in reciprocation, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I definitely plan on getting him gifts. If I'm going to be getting gifts, he must get gifts. I'm not gonna get him flowers, of course, because that's just, it's a bit cringe.
I can't blame her, bro. You know why? She gave us a background, so it's not like out of the blue. Oh, I can't get in a taxi. She was like, my dad never put me in a taxi. That's what she's referring to, right?
Yeah.
So if that's the reality she grew up around, you can't expect to I don't want to say lower her standard, but she's not used to that, bro. As for me, if Ahan told me that, my dad didn't do this and this and this and that, so you can't either. Sweet.
Okay.
At least I know who I'm dealing with. What do you think, bro?
I actually had no problem with that. It's just I found it so fascinating in the comment section. A lot of people were like, oh no, but that's crazy. You should be able to do that for yourself. You shouldn't expect a guy to do that for you if you are in a relationship. You should be able to do that.
Do what? Put yourself in a taxi?
To go see the guy.
To go see the guy?
Yeah, because it's more like he's the only one in the relationship. And when he wants to see you, he should do something in order for him to see you. It's like, don't you want to see him?
Yeah, it does look a bit one-sided if you put it that way, right? Because it's the effort is only coming from the guy in question.
That's it.
And she's expecting a lot of him.
And to put you in a taxi so that he can... But why are you expecting that? It's like...
But then it begs the question, who wants to see who?
But it's not about who wants to see you. It's you want to see each other.
Yeah, fine. Of course. I can agree with that. We want to see each other.
Okay.
Who's the inviter? Did you invite yourself or you invited?
But think about it. If you're in a relationship, should we only see each other when I want to see you?
No, of course not.
It should work the other way around.
So we need to, when we want to see each other.
Yeah, when we want to see. We should all want each other. I don't know if you get me.
I get you, but it's not always possible that we want to see each other at exactly the same time.
Okay, cool. Let's say we don't want to see each other at the same time. Should the burden of seeing each other be on one person?
I wouldn't call it a burden, but should one person harbor this responsibility?
That's what I'm talking about.
Want to see the other person? No, that wouldn't be fair.
Does it not go back to this?
It does, of course. But my point is, who in this case, right, in this instance where she's like, you can't call me a taxi, in which case I'm thinking you can't call me an Uber. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe, right?
I don't know.
Anyway, she doesn't want to be put on public transport. If she
That's
said
what
taxi,
I'm about to say, yeah.
No, I think taxi, she meant taxi.
She does, okay. I do not
taxi.
know, but from what I saw that it's like Uber, anything.
Yeah, you got to pick her up or something.
Yes.
Question being, in this case, right?
Yeah.
Let's say this was a incident. My question would always go back to who initiated the seeing each other.
But this is a relationship. This is not a date. We're not going on the first time seeing each other.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think the principles actually are quite different. We adhere to different principles. If it's on a date, we're seeing each other for the first time and I set the date, of course, I should take the responsibility of ensuring that you get to the place safe and ensuring you get back from the place safe.
Yeah.
That's my responsibility. I'll take care of everything because I initiated the date. But if it's a relationship, this would mean what I do for her, she should do for me as well. Meaning, the next time she wants to see me, she should take care of
your needs? What, your transport? Wait.
It's only fair, no?
She needs to pay for you to go see her.
That's what I'm saying. It's only fair. If a relationship is a give and take, the principle should apply as well.
If that's a conversation you're willing to have, for sure, I don't see why not.
Yeah, because I mean, it's crazy how, like we said, the responsibility should be on one party. Like one party should take care of the burden of the person coming to see them. You get me?
I get you.
I should put her in a taxi or Uber or whatsoever for her to come and see me. Because I want to see her. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. The next time she wants to see me, she should do the same, no?
Yeah, I think that's fair. If she wants to see you, she should put herself in an Uber or taxi or something and come through. Fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. No, she should put me. If she wants to see me. Isn't it in this case, she said, if a man wants to see me,
yes,
he should not put me in a taxi.
He should put himself in a taxi.
No, he should not put me in a taxi.
Why can't he put himself in a taxi? No, but like, this is an easy chat, bro. Don't put her in a taxi. Okay, you want to see her, right?
Yes.
Okay, get on the taxi.
I don't think she will be happy with that.
No, but you want to see me, don't you? The point is, I'm seeing you. Bro, I feel like, as a gent, if I wanted to see a Han, the options are either I can go see her or she can come see me. It all boils down to convenience.
Cool.
If it's convenient that I need to go see her, I'm going to do this, catch my taxi, go see her.
But you can do that for yourself. Like, you don't need to put the burden on the next person. Like, my chat, bro, in all this, when I looked at all this, I was like, okay, cool, that's your expectation. That's fine. But I was like, but why are we putting so many? I think we had a chat earlier. Why are we putting so many hurdles and things to this whole thing? Like, it's so complex. Like, it has gotten so complex. And you know, when something is so complex, it's useless. A lot of people don't want to play the game anymore. Because, bro, so many hurdles. I need to climb so many hurdles just to get to the.
Yeah.
Before you get there, you're even tired. You're like, okay, what was the point of all this? Worse if it's disappointing. If the end result is disappointing, you hate the whole process even.
It makes it unattractive.
Very unattractive.
For sure. But I guess it just boils down to your personal beliefs and your philosophy, right? Like, okay. No,
I doubt. Regardless of your personal belief or your philosophy, I still think they don't exist outside you. And in a world where, by societal standard, for the most part, there are much more influential people setting up these hurdles and steps to mating within the relationship market. Yeah, an influencer can come up overnight and be like, oh no, in order for him to do this, he needs to take you out to this and this and that and blah 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 blah. So for these things exist outside you. So regardless of your principles, your philosophy and everything, guess what? You're still gonna encounter these things. So it doesn't matter. Your philosophy in this case doesn't play a role in all this.
To a large extent, yes, right? Because, like you said, the rules of the game seem a bit fixed. I don't know if you guys can agree with us, but like, and it okay, not fixed, but
complex.
Like, it's complex, and it keeps becoming more and more complex because people keep adding to it. You know, we listen to influencers, relationship influencers, what our favorite celebs are doing, blah, blah, blah. Yes, fine. But like what I was talking about, your personal philosophy is like, look, if you think that this is the direction that you want to take relationship-wise, right? You can, of course, you're going to encounter some of these things which you've got to put into the relationship. But the main thing is that the way you want to run that ship is the way you're going to run that ship.
That's true.
Yeah, so for me, like, let's say in this example, right? Yes, fine. She wants to be picked up or whatever, okay? I would be like, okay, fine, I can call you an Uber or something to come see me, right? Does that need to be a habit such that she's used to it every single time?
Yeah, but you can already see it's a habit.
For her, it's a habit.
If she's saying my dad, remember she's using the dad as a yardstick.
As a metric, yeah.
Metric to measure this whole thing. That means it's an expectation.
Yeah, for sure.
So
and I don't see anything wrong with
you will need to Uber her all the time.
I'm going to need to Uber her all the time. well, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I'm not like that, so we're not going to do this, yeah? I'll find somebody who wouldn't want to do that. It's not to say that, like, her expectations are so high that I'm going to fall beneath the bar. Nah, it's like...
No, it's just you don't... That's... Okay, it doesn't measure up to what you expect.
No, not even what I expect. That's not how I do things in my relationship.
Cool.
We pretty much, like you said, right? We are... If we initiate something, it's gonna it's gonna need effort from both parties.
From both sides, yeah.
I can't be the one just pouring out the whole
No,
time.
more especially if it's an ongoing relationship, and it's not a one-time thing where it's a first thing. It's a first-time thing.
Yeah.
First-time thing I will understand, but ongoing, it's like you're a responsible adult, and you need this relationship to work out. So I expect you to put effort as well. No. So in this case, I think it's just that. For me, it's just the complexity of everything. Like, you guys have really messed up everything. Like, they've messed up everything, bro. There was a trend some time back where they were saying, I will not help build a man, but I don't mind on building on another person's foundation.
So no Bob the Builder.
I'm not Bob the Builder whatsoever they say, but I don't mind building on someone else's foundation.
So it's like they would have expected something to be built already, even if it's not fully built. But the point is,
that means I'm gonna take someone else's relationship.
Oh, hectic! Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Do you see?
Hey, bro, it's life. These things happen, right?
You know what? Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, a second point where she expects.
Yeah. Expects weekend away, flowers, 100 roses, a gift. I'm tempted to think these are things she's used to. Like somebody's done that. Or maybe she's just watching a lot of social media and she's seeing people get it, so she wants it too.
I hope it's not social media. There's one thing I do understand, regardless of where she's coming from. I cannot invalidate expectations, but there's one thing I do understand, and there's one thing I've seen. A lot of people tend to pick their expectations are not tied up to their reality or convictions. Majority of people's expectations are actually tied up to what they've seen other people doing, which for the most part can be very unrealistic and is not well fitting into your reality. And for the most part, you get frustrated with what you might have currently before you.
Yeah, many times.
And for the most part, it might lead you to self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
You might have the best thing before you, but because you tend to measure expectation and tie it to what you are seeing on the internet or out there or your imagination or some bar an influencer said, you might actually become frustrated and you ruin the good you see before you.
Yeah, bro. Unfortunately, that happens a lot these days.
It happens quite a lot. It happens quite a lot, bro. It's a temptation. It's terrible. I think it works with the red pill content as well.
Yeah, I think it might.
Yeah,
I think it might.
I think it does. I mean, the ladies have their vanilla, I don't know, the sprinkles type of content. Then we have like the
drizzle.
We have the drizzle, which might a bit, of course, it's an influence of the red pill community and content. I think we might fall into that as well. It's like you have certain expectations. You've built your expectations based on the content you're consuming. But if you bring it into reality and your reality, because there is reality and your reality, you find out it's falling short. Your reality falls short to the expectation. To the reality, the internet reality, and you become frustrated and you end up ruining what is before you. It's just a crazy thing, bro.
It is. And again, like, it's so commonplace these days.
Yeah.
And it's a shame, really. It's a shame because it just takes out the genuineness from relationships.
It takes out a lot of genuineness.
And the sad thing about it as well, I think probably the saddest thing about it is it's got a funny way of creeping into relationships, even those that are really strong. Like, you'd have a very solid, strong relationship, and then you know, somebody sees something somewhere, maybe online, maybe in real life, and sits there rent free, and now causes them to compromise.
Yeah, and before you know it, so yes, I like understanding and looking at people's perspective to things. But what she's talking about, is it really a reality? What if he finds a very genuine individual? Supposedly, you find a very genuine individual, but that person cannot meet these very standards that you've said you want.
Then I guess it's not going to work out.
It'll never work out.
Yeah, and I think that should be fine. Both, in fact, that is perfect, because the genuine man who can't meet up to these expectations is saving himself a whole lot of trouble, a whole lot of stress, a whole lot of headache.
Sure.
And this girl, she's saving herself exactly the same thing. So it works out perfectly. I think, if nothing else, like, the good that we can take about this is that she has clearly stated and articulated where she stands, right?
Yeah.
Which is great, because, like,
Which
you
is
can't
okay.
come to her on some other tip, bro. It's not gonna work.
You can't come to her on another tip, yeah, which is okay. But personally, I feel like genuineness cannot be measured. The metrics by which we measure genuineness and the authenticity of a person's intentions should not really be on materials and how much they can actually provide.
True.
I mean, anyone can. The problem is anyone can.
How long though?
And everyone can, even if for the longest, but they don't have genuine intentions.
Yeah, but then goes back, right? Like, what exactly does each person want? Because, you know,
That's true.
Somebody made a joke the one time, like, being I think they said personality don't pay any bills. So it's like,
no, but remember, personality and intentions are two different things.
For sure.
So I mean, you can have a good personality and everything, but your intentions are
pretty whack.
They're pretty whack. So personality and intention, bro. Intentions goes a long way.
It does.
So yes, I do understand. Personality does not pay the bill, which is okay. Check on that. But intentions outweighs a lot of things in this world.
How much potential does intentions have, do you think?
Intention determines the direction in which your relationship will go. And not only that,
True.
a person's intentions can actually foretell the person's overall character and beliefs.
No, that's true. I didn't think about it like that, but no, I see your point.
Yeah. So, I mean, you might be like, oh no, but intention does it. But if the person intends good for you, bro, trust me, everything they're going to do is going to be good towards you.
Everything.
Yeah.
Look, the effort is going to be more genuine.
It's going to be genuine. If my intent is good towards you, trust me, everything I do is going to be good. But if my intentions from the very beginning is overshadowed by my personality, of course, personality can actually overshadow your intentions.
Big time.
A person's intention. I might calm personality, I'm all bubbly, but within,
you never know.
you never know. And not only that, materials as well that I can display on full display. So, yeah, I do understand such expectations. They are good, but for relationships, they're not good enough.
Yeah, I think they shouldn't be the end all and be all. In fact, they shouldn't be put in the forefront as much as they are. Not to say we disregard the role that material plays. Of course, it does play a role. But again, going back to Luke's point, what are the intentions behind even some of these, right? Like, 'cause somebody could come through and buy you the roses and whatever, take you on holiday, but like, what if something crazy happens there? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm an organ,
Yeah, you trafficking people.
I'm an organ miner.
Organ miner, harvesting people.
Bro,
So
I
you never
can
know.
do the most. I don't mind spending 50,000, knowing that from you I can gain 500,000. What's 50,000?
Drop in the ocean. To half a
What's
million, bro.
what's 100 roses? What's a vacation in where?
Nice now.
What's that?
in
Those
the ocean.
those are materials, but I know I'm going to get so much from you. I mean, and it goes back to the point. We have complicated things, and for the most part, I think we just need to go through the drawing board. I do understand materials, fine. We need to show intentions. It needs to be genuine, so he needs to display this, which is okay, which is fine. But the ultimately, if that's what you're really seeking, then you should state it. This is what I seek, and overall, my end goals is not a successful relationship. This is just what I seek. Then that's fine. If that's the intention, like, okay, this is what I want. It's not I'm not looking at,
like long term, whatever.
Yeah, then that's fine. I think I wouldn't mind if you go that route. It's like, okay, cool, you've stated your intention. But if it's like, I need a long-term relationship, then you shouldn't. I don't think we should actually be looking at that.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
Look, with a long-term relationship, we understand that it's not all roses all the time. There's times where it's gonna be tough. So you would need to at least, even if it's not now, like put it in the back of your head that, look, yeah, we are gonna go through a rough patch, or we might go through a rough patch. So yeah.
Rough patches.
Patches.
Rough
Many
patches.